Okay, here we are going to learn about the some of the preparations of the sulfur dioxide. Okay, this is the important compound of the sulfur. So we are going to learn about this compound, that is sulfur dioxide. The first reaction under preparation of sulfur dioxide is this: sulfur reacting with the oxygen and you are getting a sulfur dioxide. Further, if I react that with the vanadium pentoxide, you get a sulfur trioxide. Now over here, sulfur dioxide is a reducing gas, is a reducing gas. Okay, it rarely acts as a oxidizing agent. It rarely acts as a oxidizing agent. Now, if you see the oxidation state of a sulfur is 0, here it is plus 4 and here it is plus 6, means it gets oxidized easily, means it will act as a reducing agent and not a oxidizing agent. So its oxidation state goes up to plus 6 very easily, and that is the reason it acts as a reducing agent and not as a oxidizing agent. Then industrial preparation of the sulfur dioxide. Now, sulfur dioxide industrial preparation, FeS2 is taken. This is also called as a fool's gold. Fool's gold. Okay, ferrous sulfide. Okay, not ferrous sulfate. It is ferrous sulfide. This is Fe2O3. What you get is a color, brown color complex, and this sulfur dioxide, what you get is a very light yellow. So these are the two methods. One is preparation. Second is the industrial preparation, and next is the laboratory preparation. Laboratory preparation, what we take a sulfurous acid, that is H2SO3 plus water, and you get a sulfur dioxide. Means what happens in this case is a sulfite. Okay, the sulfite is this SO3 2 minus. If you split this H2SO3, this is going to give me 2H plus and SO3 2 minus, means that is what a sulfite ion is reacted with the H plus. Okay, acidic solution or in the aqueous medium. This water is taken in the acidic medium. This is what it gives, and what you get is a sulfur dioxide. Okay. I'll write this is to be a sulfite, and this is acidic solution. Okay. Next is decomposition of the ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate. This is the name of this ferrous sulfate is also a green vitriol. Remember this name, green vitriol. Okay, here oxidation state of the ion is plus 2 and here it is changing to a plus 3. The oxidation of the ion is taking place and you are getting a sulfur dioxide here. Next is properties of the sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide gas which is formed is slightly yellow in color, highly soluble in water. Why it is highly soluble in water? Because sulfur dioxide, the nature is water is polar, right? Sulfur dioxide, it has a polarity. Sulfur, uh, it the nature, the structure will be like this, no? 1 2 3 4 lone electron, right? So it is polar in nature, means there is a development of the partial negative charge over here. Here there is a partial negative charge and this is the partial positive charge, right? So this is the sulfur dioxide structure because of the electron. This is what the polar molecule is. There is a polarity in this polar molecule. And if you see a water molecule, highly soluble in water, a water is also a polar molecule, means there is also development of the positive charges partial because of the electronegative element. So like dissolve likes polar into a polar, so that's why it is highly soluble in water. Causes burning sensation, it causes burning sensation on skin. It is acidic oxide. If you see the why it is a acidic oxide, because its oxidation state is positive. Here oxidation state of sulfur dioxide is plus 4 and that's why the it is acidic oxide, means it is having the positive charge. Sulfur has a more of the positive charge, and it can accept the electron very easily, and accepting an electron is called as Lewis acid. And it is a reducing gas. It is a reducing gas means what? It will get oxidized itself, because oxidation state of a sulfur can vary from 0 to plus 6 also. 0, then it will become plus 2. Like sulfur dioxide is in the plus 4 oxidation state, and sulfur trioxide is in the not plus 2, it is plus 4, and this is in the plus 6 oxidation state. Therefore it is a reducing gas. Now coming to the structure of sulfur dioxide based on a valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. I will write one structure of the sulfur dioxide. If you see the sulfur, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. This is the electronic configuration of the sulfur. Means outermost electron, there are six outermost electrons, right? There are six valence electron. So I'll put sulfur, and this is forming a, it is linking with two oxygens, right? Then oxygen is having six lone pair of electron, sorry, six valence electron and two lone pair of electron on it, right? Here there will be just one lone pair of electron left, which will be pushing this bond pairs in a downside, right? And the angle over here, the bond angle of the sulfur dioxide is 120 degree. Okay, approximately it will be a 120 degree. Hybridization. If I talk about the hybridization, it is what? Atoms connected plus lone pair, right? This is what the shortest way of finding the hybridization. Atoms, how many atoms are connected? Two lone pair. And how many lone pair? Two atoms are connected. And how many lone pair? There is one lone pair. Total is three. So the hybridization is sp2. If this number was four, then hybridization would have been sp3. But here the hybridization is sp2 hybridization. Next is reactions of sulfur dioxide. Reactions of sulfur dioxide. So I will write some addition reaction. Okay, category one. Just write addition reactions. Okay, two, three addition reactions I will do. So this is category one addition reaction. Now, first of all, what we will understand before learning any of this category, uh, addition reaction we are learning. So sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide, which is there, which could be easily converted to the sulfur trioxide or sulfate. Okay, this minus 2 is the overall charge on the sulfate, not on the oxygen. So here oxidation state of the sulfur is plus 4, and here it is plus 6, and here if I calculate the oxidation state on sulfur, it will be x plus 4 into minus 2, which is equal to minus 2 minus this minus 2 is the overall charge on the sulfate. So x minus 8 is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 2 plus 8, and x is equal to plus 6. So here the oxidation state of the sulfur is uh, plus 6. Means it could be easily converted to the these things. Okay, means it gets oxidized. Okay, and this is the tendency of the sulfur dioxide getting easily converted to the sulfur dioxide or the sulfate. Therefore, in any chemical reaction, it will always act as a reducing itself getting oxidized. Therefore, in any chemical reaction, it will act as a it will act as a reducing agent. It will act as a reducing agent. Okay, first reaction we will learn that is a sulfur dioxide. sulfur dioxide is reacted with a chlorine. Okay, this is a very simplest reaction, addition reaction I am doing. I'm just adding two molecules, and what you get is a SO2 Cl2. This name of this compound is a sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride. If you see the oxidation state of the chlorine over here, it was zero, right? If I write oxidation state, chlorine is in natural state, standard state. Here oxidation state of the chlorine is zero. And what would be oxidation state of chlorine over here? Since it is forming, it is a minus one. Oxidation state of the chlorine is minus one. And that of sulfur, it was plus six. And here it, sorry, plus four. And here it is plus six. Means sulfur is getting oxidized. Sulfur is getting oxidized. Means it is acting as a reducing agent, right? And chlorine is getting reduced. Chlorine is getting reduce from 0 to minus 1. Okay, that is the thing. And okay, remember student, one more thing I wanted to tell. SO3, this is what exists. SO2 is also something which there is nothing like SO4. This compound doesn't exist. What exists is SO4 2 minus. Means like if I split H2SO4, H2SO4, this is going to give me 2H plus and a SO4 2 minus. Sulfate and the charge. Like this is what the thing. So sulfate. This is what the sulfate is. Sulfuryl chloride, one more important thing about the sulfuryl chloride is this is used in a free radical halogenation. Okay, sulfuryl chloride is used in free radical halogenation. Okay, now you must be thinking why SO4 compound doesn't exist. I'll give you a short note. SO4, if SO4 exists, then uh, then it should be what? The oxidation state of the sulfur will be plus 8. Okay, which is not possible. Sulfur maximum goes to a plus 6 oxidation state, and which is not possible over here. Okay, then second addition reaction I am going to write over here in the under category one is a sulfur dioxide and lead oxide. Lead oxide, because lead is in a plus 4 oxidation state, we require 2 oxygen for this. That is the way you can remember. And what we get is lead sulfate, PbSO4. This is heavy, this is heavy white precipitate. Lead sulfate is heavy white precipitate, and the name is lead sulfate. If you check the oxidation state of the lead, it is in the plus 4. Here it is plus 2. Means lead is getting reduced from plus 4 to plus 2, and oxidation state of the sulfur is how much it is over here? Here it is plus 4. And if you calculate for this, then it is 2 plus x plus 4 into minus 2, which is equal to 0. X is equal to 8 minus 2, x is equal to 6. Means here sulfur is getting oxidized from plus 4 to plus 6.